Hey guys, what's going on? Hunt Fitness. Got a push training video with my buddy Chris McGowan. He does a lot of fitness modeling. Great dude. Love training with him today. It was actually our first time ever working out together. I've known the kid for, I don't know, probably about 3-4 years, and finally got a chance to get in the gym and do what we both like to do together. So it was great. I know you guys hate it when I talk about the training session in the video. You like me to ramble on about just random bullshit, which I will do, but I gotta tell you a funny ass story that happened today. Me and Chris were doing a push workout, so we did 3 exercises for chest, 3 for shoulders, and we ended up just doing 1 for triceps. So after we finished killing chest, we move on to dumbbell shoulder press. Now mind you, you guys have seen me handle 100-pound dumbbells plus in videos in the past. I think I've even done like 105s, maybe 110s for seated shoulder press. After incline barbell press, then we did 1-arm dumbbell press, and then did crush grip incline bench. My triceps were absolutely destroyed, just done. My chest and triceps were done. So we're trying to do seated dumbbell presses, and I'm just using 60s. That was embarrassing enough. But then on the last set, which you guys don't see, I turned off the camera. I don't know why, but I'm like, all right, I'm going to do a drop set with the 60s. And Chris was using like 30s or 35s. And I'm like, I'm just going to use those for the drop set. So I do a few reps with the 60s, drop down to the 30s, and I can get like 2 reps. I'm sitting there struggling my ass off, trying to get these 30s off my shoulders. And finally, I just threw them down, and I'm like, fuck it. This is embarrassing. If I can't lift more than 30s on shoulder press, I'm done. So I'm not doing any more shoulder press. Chris, meanwhile, was using them for his actual working set, like the heavy set. He just busts out laughing. We are completely laughing in the gym. It's one of those things where you have to be there to understand. You're probably not even thinking it's funny, but let me just say, if it was on camera, you guys would be laughing your asses off. Alright, but what I wanted to really talk about in this video was something actually me and Chris discussed during our training session, is why people do not make progress. You guys have all seen the guys in the gym. You see them every single week. They look exactly the same. Likely, they're in there using the same weights, doing the same exercises, following the same programs that they've always been using. I know insanity is described as doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results. And that's basically what all those people are. They're insane. And the reason why those people aren't seeing any results is because they're following the same damn program and using the same weights and doing the same amount of total volume and this and that. You have to make your training progressive. And the best way to do that is through periodization. You have to do more work over time in order to see progress, whether that's more weight, more reps, more volume, more time under tension, doing more work in less time. I mean, that's another way. I mean, there's a lot of ways to create overload, but that progressive overload is what's going to create the progress. And most people kind of leave that factor out of it. I'm just going to give you a scenario, and this is something you can agree or disagree. I feel like 90% of the people who go to the gym go in, maybe they have a plan, maybe they don't have a plan. But even if they do have a list of exercises that they're going to do that day, chances are they have no idea what weights they're going to use, and they're just basically winging it. I'm not saying you have to use a bunch of percentages and this and that. I'm just saying keep a logbook or something, so when you walk into the gym, you know what weights or what amount of reps you need to hit with a certain amount of weight in order to create that progressive overload, because that's what's most important. I mean, we can get into the X's and O's of training all day long and why people don't see progress, but I think the second reason, and probably the most important reason why people don't see results, is just mentality. I mean, people, you know what I mean? You always go, if you log on to Facebook, and like me, I have tons of Facebook friends, most of them I don't even know, but most of which the people have some type of vested interest in fitness. You go on and I look at the news feed, and everybody's posting that. I mean, everybody posts that they train hard. Everybody trains hard. But I've trained in a bunch of gyms all across the country, and I don't ever see a lot of people training that damn hard. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. Most people claim they train hard. I'm not saying every workout has to be a ball-busting, intense, getting slapped in the face type of training session. But you have to make yourself uncomfortable. And that's something that, as human beings, we hate to do. We're creatures of habit, and we enjoy being in this moderate zone where everything is comfortable. And that's just not where progress is made. The key to making this progress is not that hard. Couple things. 1, have a plan. 2, execute that plan. And 3, eat good. Nutrition is most important. You guys know that. You know I'm all about that nutrition. Alright, we got that out of the way. Next topic at hand that we're going to discuss. Alright guys, this is where it gets interactive. What if you had to create, if every one of you guys had to create your own home gym, or not, we won't say home gym, we'll say commercial gym. If you had to start a gym, what would be the most important things or aspects you would look for? Me and Chris were actually talking about that too, how it's really hard to find a gym that meets all of your needs. Maybe it does, maybe the gym's hardcore enough, but the bars are bent, the dumbbells are bent, and it's kind of grungy and shitty, and it's not really taken care of. Maybe on the flip side, you have another gym, super nice, has all the best equipment, but the atmosphere is just not right. Maybe the crowd isn't hardcore enough, or maybe the crowd's too old. Maybe there's not much athletes in there. Maybe all you have available is a Planet Fitness. Yeah, I said Planet Fitness. I don't know if you can even think of one thing that's good about that. Maybe the purple machines, they're stylish. The aesthetics of them are nice. But anyway, so here's my question. What's most important? And what would be everything you would want in a gym? Now, I think there's going to be a wide range of answers here, because a lot of people like the hardcore, grungy, heavy weights, hard atmosphere, and are willing to sacrifice a little bit of equipment quality. Then some people just aren't willing to sacrifice equipment quality and are willing to sacrifice on the atmosphere a little bit. Me, I have a couple requirements. One, most important is, really, I mean, it's a toss-up between equipment. Well, actually, you know what? No. Equipment is number one. I can't work out at a gym that doesn't have the equipment I need. And I don't even need a lot of equipment. One is having heavy enough dumbbells. 2 is having a squat rack. I know you think every gym is going to have a squat rack. No, I have trained at gyms that do not have a squat rack. And no, I'm not even talking about Planet Fitness again. I'm talking about like regular gyms with no fucking squat rack. Yeah, that's... I don't even call them gyms, really. If you don't have a squat rack in your gym, it's not a gym. So, back to the point. Equipment is number one. If you just gotta have the basics and maybe a little bit of more, and then I'm completely satisfied. Second, for me, has to be the atmosphere. I mean, I don't really need a super hardcore gym, because I get all the motivation I need from myself. I don't need anybody else screaming and throwing weights to get myself intense. At the same time, though, I prefer where I'm getting ready to do like a really heavy set of squatting, if the person next to me is not in a wheelchair. That's just my personality. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like to be around people who are at least semi-serious, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a hardcore gym, but I prefer it not to be a health club. Other than that, probably the third thing I look at is allowing me to film. I mean, most gyms are okay with it, but then again, I've been just about kicked out of some gyms for I guess refusing to not film. I mean, I've been warned and then kept filming, but because I don't really think it's a big deal. I don't film anybody else. I just film myself. Got to keep you YouTube viewers happy. But I mean, so that's maybe a third thing. Another thing would be hours. I mean, 24-hour gyms are nice, but most 24-hour gyms don't meet the other requirements, so that are more important than availability. But hours are important, because this is actually a gym that we filmed at here closes like at 3 o'clock on Saturday. That's, I mean, sometimes I train in the mornings, but on like weekends, maybe I want to go in the afternoon, and that's kind of a pain in my ass. Another thing, probably the fourth or fifth thing, I don't even know what number we're on, but this gym's like 20 minutes away from me. So, location's another thing that's important. Me personally, I'd rather go to a gym that's like 5 minutes away than have to drive, just because I think driving and commuting is a pain in the ass. I mean, I work from home, so I really don't have I can't really complain, but it almost makes me lazy to driving, because I don't even, when I wake up in the morning, I can work right from my bed if I want to. I don't really have to move. So I guess the fact that I have to drive 15 minutes to a gym just is not cool. And then, I mean, I have a couple days, like, say I'm just going in to do, I have 2 rest days right now in my current training program. They're not really rest days, but I just don't do resistance training. I can't see driving 20 minutes just to do cardio. You know what I mean? So, or cardio and abs or something like that. So, location's another thing. I'm trying to brainstorm some other ideas of what would be important, but I guess that's where you guys are going to come in, because I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head. But I really want to hear what you guys think. I think this would be a cool discussion. What do you like to see in a gym, or what would you do if you were starting a gym? What would be the most important things? Anyways, guys, I gave you some random bullshit discussion here. I know that's what you guys like to see. Hopefully you watched the workout too. It was pretty intense. It was an epic workout. And right about this point, I was about done. My triceps were smoked. I actually had 2 tricep exercises listed in the program. We only did 1 because I could barely move my arms anymore. But all in all, it was a great day. Now that I'm finally graduated with school and I'm just focusing on 100% on Hunt Fitness, I can get back to the more frequent uploads. So you guys have to help me out here. You gotta give me some ideas to keep these uploads going. I mean, like I said before, I love the training videos because it's super easy for me to just go in the gym and film me, and then do these random talking or discussions with it, or put it to music occasionally, whatever. So I'm going to keep doing the training videos. I'm going to keep the flexible dieting series going, probably all summer. Give me some ideas for that. What do you want to see just talked about during that flexible dieting series? It's, so far, I mean, everyone seemed to like it. I have some more ideas, but I want to hear your guys' opinion. And then just for random videos, tell me what you like, what you dislike, subscribe, share the videos, watch Chris finish out these tricep press downs like a boss. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys need any help with anything, any questions, KyleHuntFitness@gmail.com, KyleHuntFitness.com. I'm out of here. Peace, guys. Thanks for watching.